Hello everyone, this is Satyaprakash. Welcome to my channel. This is Angular session. So in this session, I'll show you how to set up environment for Angular specific version. So Angular specific version means whatever Angular versions till now, that is Angular 2, 4, 5, 10, 13, 14. So if you have already downloaded one Angular application or Angular project, but you have not set up your Angular application in your system. So what are the steps to do it? Okay, or you have already configured in your one system your Angular related environments, but due to some issues in your system you need to transfer your Angular project to another system. So in other system there might not be your Angular environment setup is not done. So how to do the Angular environment setup for specific Angular version? Okay, so I'll show you the step by step. So what are the prerequisites for Angular environment setup and Angular specific version environment setup? And there is two important files, that is package.json and package-lock.json in Angular. What are the difference between them? Okay guys, so guys, first of all I'll show you, this is the Angular application I have in my one system, and there I have configured my Angular application in that system, but due to some issues I transferred my Angular project to the new system, but that system doesn't have the Angular related environment setup. So how to do it? So this Angular application is the Angular 13. Okay, as of now it is Angular 17, but I want to configure Angular 13 in my system. So in this way also you can configure Angular 2, 4, 5, Angular 6, Angular 10, Angular 11, Angular 13, 14 as for your Angular specific version. Okay, as per your requirements. So how to do it? So this is the Angular application. It is Angular 13 application. Okay, and I'll show you what are the steps. So guys, first of all, these are the 5 important things we need to configure in your system. One is Node, second is Node package manager, third is Angular CLI, fourth is TypeScript, and fifth is Visual Studio Code. Okay. So first of all we need to open our Angular application. So this is the path where my Angular application stored. So I'll need to open my command prompt as a administrator. Okay, and cd, put here my Angular path and code space dot. So it will open the Angular project in my Visual Studio Code. So guys, here you can see my VS Code is opened. Okay, and this is the Angular project is opened also if you see my left side. Okay, and in this way we can open our existing Angular application using command prompt and VS Code. Okay, and then what we'll do is I need to show you guys, this is the Angular application 13. If you install the latest version of Node, it will not support for Angular 13. There might be some issues you will face. Okay, when you run your some commands in command prompt or in VS Code terminal, it will face some issues. So there is some specific versions for Node or TypeScript and RxJS for specific Angular versions. Okay, so you need to check, and based on your Angular version you need to install the specific version of Node, npm, okay, and TypeScript. So guys, here you'll see the Node, how to download. So there is one URL, it is Angular for Angular Node. Okay, okay, now I'll tell you guys, these are my all videos related to Angular CLI, all real-time based. So you need to find this all videos in my playlist Angular CLI tutorial, and there is some real-time application how to make your Angular profile navbar application using Bootstrap and the component based. So this is the applications you will get my playlist Angular application. Okay, so this is the Node official site for download the Node. So as of now it is 20.10.0, but it will not support in my Angular 13. There might some issues or challenges you will face while you run your Angular 13 project. So how to select the specific node version for specific Angular versions. Okay, so for my Angular 13 application, I need to check the specific node version and npm version. So how to do it? So guys, here you'll check one URL, that is the angular.io. so you need to go here and make browse of it. Okay, here you'll get some versions compatibility. Okay, so there is you can get the version of Node.js, TypeScript and RxJS of each version of Angular requires. So as of now it is 17. Okay, and Angular 17 is released, and so as per my Angular application, it is Angular 13.0. okay, so Angular 13.0. so if you check for Angular 13.0, we need to install Node.js is 16.10.0, and for TypeScript it is 4.4.3, and for RxJS it is 6.5.3 or 7.4.0. okay, so for 13.0 we need to install the required versions of Node, TypeScript and RxJS. So in similar way, if you have Angular 12, we need to install the Node.js version of this, and TypeScript version and RxJS version. So same way for Angular 14. okay, you need to install the specific version of Node.js, TypeScript and RxJS. And if you have the latest version or below that, or Angular 16, you need to install the Node.js specific version of 16 and TypeScript and RxJS. okay, so as of my requirement, I need to show the for 13 how to configure. The same process you need to follow for other Angular versions. Okay, so guys, what I'll do is I need to install the Node.js for Angular 13. So for Node.js Angular 13, this is the URL. So as per the list, I need to install the Node.js 16.10.0. so here I'll this URL. okay, and if you scroll down, you'll get that is Windows 32-bit installer or Windows 64-bit installer. So you need to install the Angular Node 16 for Angular 13. okay, so I already have installed this software. So what I'll do is I need to check the command whether it is installed or not. So there is two commands, node-v. so if you'll go here, node-v, you need to select. For that I need to go to my root. okay, cd node-v. so you'll see my node is installed 16.10. so same way for npm. so npm is, it comes along with the Node.js installer, so 7.24. okay, these two versions compatible with the Angular 13 project, Node and npm. okay guys, so next is we need to install the Angular CLI. so how to check? The next one is we need to go to my Angular project. so guys, here you noticed two important files, package.json and package-lock.json. so these are all contain the dependencies and whatever the versions you need to configure. okay, so package.json is, it contains so here we need to configure our Angular CLI. okay, so you can see for Angular CLI, so there is if you open the package.json, you can see Angular /CLI. so it shows 13.0.1 or 13.0. okay, so you need to find out the whatever the versions you need to install. so that is, you can find out in this file what the Angular CLI needs to install. so guys, here what I'll do, this is the URL, Angular official site. so you go here and Okay, so need to refresh it again. Okay, so guys, here you can see for 13.0 this is the command. Okay, npm I angular /cli @13.0.0. So guys, noticed one thing: if you want to install the specific version of angular CLI, we just type @ and you need to mention the version 13.0.0 or 14 or something like this based on your angular. Okay, so what we will do is we need to just copy this. Need to refresh it again. Okay guys, so what I'll do is I just this is the command we need to execute in our command prompt to install it. Okay, so this is the npm install -g @angular /cli @13.0.0. so to install we need to go to our folder where the angular project contains. Okay, so just mention it here, and this one you can get, and we just copy this. So you can see for angular CLI this is the command. Okay, npm install -g @angular /cli I need to install. This is this version angular CLI I need to install because my download angular project is 13.0. okay, so I need to copy this and go to my command prompt and copy here. Okay, so once you copy, it will install the angular CLI in your project. So I already have done it, so I will not do it again. So I'll show you check how to check the angular CLI versions is installed. Okay, and before that I'll show one more. Okay, I need to show you this one. So ng-v, if you select and execute, so this is the available commands for ng. Okay, so I need to check the version. Okay, so this is the command to check what the angular CLI version is installed. So you need to click type here and execute the command. So guys, here you can see the angular CLI is installed 13.0, node is 16.10, node package manager 7.2.24. okay, so next step is, based on our angular 13 project, we need to install the specific TypeScript. So how to find it the TypeScript? So you can see in the package.json we have a TypeScript version that is 4.4.3. we need to install the specific version of angular for TypeScript. Okay guys, so what I'll do is I need to install the TypeScript. This is the command. Okay, npm install -g TypeScript @ need to specific version we need to mention here. So copy this and go to my command prompt. Okay, and go to my path where it is and execute this command. Okay, so once you execute, it will install the TypeScript 4.4.3, and so I'll not install it, I already have installed. So go to my C drive and to check whether the TypeScript version is installed or not. So this is the command tsc --- version. So you need to execute it, and you can see the TypeScript version is 4.4.3. so it is already successfully installed. Okay, also okay, now this is the command. Also I'll show you one more thing. So next is we need to check, guys, RxJS. So this is the node package manager you need to install for Angular. So this is the RxJS. we need to specific version for Angular 13, that is 7.4.0. so if you go to our VS Code and check your RxJS, okay, now you can see in the package.json there is RxJS is 7.4.0. okay, so we need to install this RxJS for Angular 13. So this is the URL for Angular and to check the RxJS. So guys, here you can see for RxJS, this is the command npm I for installation RxJS @ 7.4.0. okay, So you'll get some details of articles are here. So what the sample code, CDN, building a test, and some keywords. Okay, so we need to install it and for RxJS for Angular 13. So copy this, go to my command prompt. So we need to clear the screen. Okay, and go to my path and paste here. So we need to install this RxJS for our Angular 13 project. Okay, but I already have installed, so no need to install again. So go to my C drive to check the path RxJS is installed or not. Okay, what I'll do is the command I need to show guys one thing to check RxJS version, right? So here I need to go here. So ng version and click enter. So guys, here you can see for Angular 13 CLI node is showing package manager. So if you show this list of details, you just go to your Angular project where the path contains and type ng version. So you'll get all the details: Angular CLI node version, package manager, what is your OS operating system bit, 64-bit. Okay, and Angular 13 whatever the features its contents will show here, and the packages and the related version. So here you can see that is the RxJS 7.4.0 and TypeScript is 4.4.3 or 4. Okay, so you'll get the list of Angular and its related package details. Okay, so whatever the requirements for Angular 13 I already have set up, that is in my system. Okay, now I can go to good to go for Angular on my Angular application. So guys, here the command is ng-serve. So I need to ng-serve I need to place in my VS Code. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll show you from starting. That you go here, the three dot, click on new terminal, and it will open your okay, now see guys, to run your Angular thing we need to, there is two things we need to run using PowerShell, command prompt, JavaScript debug terminal, or split terminal. Split terminal contains these three things: PowerShell, command prompt, and JavaScript debug terminal. So I'll show you using command prompt. So this is the command ng-serve. So after all these things are done, okay, that is node, npm, Angular CLI, TypeScript, and we already have the VS Code. So whatever things I have mentioned, you need to follow the step by step. So step 1 is we need to install the node npm. Second step is Angular CLI. Third step is TypeScript. Fourth step is that is RxJS. Once you set up all these things, we can then run our Angular project. So select the CMD and place ng-serve. So this is the Angular path where the project contains. So click enter. So guys, here you can see my Angular application is compiled successfully, and it generates one localhost URL, that is this URL we need to run in our browser. So you need to place it here and click enter. So you can see my Angular application is running successfully, and I can see the expected output. Okay, so these are the steps guys, how to set up Angular environment for specific Angular versions, and we need to install the specific related package manager and files for specific Angular versions, that is node, npm, Angular CLI, and TypeScript. So need to go to my presentation. So guys, here important thing is we need to check package.json and package-lock.json. So go to my VS Code Okay, and need to stop this. So if you press Ctrl C, so it will stop your compilation of Angular project and it will show your path. Okay, and we just no need to run again. So we'll discuss these two files, package.json and package-lock.json. So package.json and package-lock.json. Okay, so you can see guys, package.json, this is the structure of package.json. Okay, now you can see these are the scripts we need to execute. These are the important scripts, and whatever the Angular versions I would have told you, that is Angular forms, Angular CLI, TypeScript, and RxJS. So these are the dependencies you can check in our package.json, whatever the specific versions. Okay, so there is also dependencies, that is whatever the TypeScript, compiler CLI, Jasmine, and node types, Karma, and TypeScript. These are all the whatever the files and related things we can find out the specific versions in package.json. Okay, and package-lock.json guys here. So package-lock.json, so this is the file structure. You can see the package-lock.json. Also you can see in this file also you can check the dependencies. Okay, and also you can see the RxJS, TypeScript library, and Angular core, compiler, common, animations, whatever versions. Okay, and also dependencies, and there is node models. It contains some dependencies as well, engines, and these are all related dependencies and its related things. So for the npm engines, node npm yarn. Okay, and you'll get some dependencies here. So I just scroll and you can check these files and its contents. So these are many dependencies, engines you will get. So I'll also tell you that is what is package-json and package-lock.json. So this is the very complex files. It contains all kind of configuration, dependencies, engines, and versions. So a specific section has a specific objects and its related things. You can check it out in this file. Okay, just scroll down. So there is many lines, almost some thousands of lines there for this configuration, for this file, package-lock.json. So around 22,000 lines. So you will get all these things, that is some versions, some dependencies. Okay, and all these files, all of whatever the related packages, dependencies, and files, versions, you can find out here. And also there is URLs also mentioned here. Okay, some specific resolved, whatever the files you need to check here. For example, zone.js, what the version resolved integrity requires TSLib. This is 2.3.0. Okay, so that is the folder structure of file structure of package.json and package-lock.json. So here I will show you guys what the difference. So for difference, I have categorized into 4 points of purpose, dependency specifications, version control, and manual editing. So these are all the definitions. For purpose, what are the package.json and package-lock.json. For dependency specifications, okay, for package.json and package-lock.json. For version control, that is for Git or any contributors like Git or servers, you need to share the configuration files. And for package-lock.json, same. And for manual editing, there is some developers manually edit the file to add the remove dependencies. So we can see some dependencies right in this file or package.json file, some dependencies. So this points it is mentioned that you can remove or modify the script update version ranges to make other configuration changes. And package-lock.json, it is not to manually edited, it's managed automatically by npm. So this file is you can edit it manually by developers, package.json, but package-lock.json you cannot do manually, it is automatically managed by the npm. So manual changes to this file can lead to inconsistencies or conflicts in dependency resolution. So this might be a problem. Okay, so that's what it will show. The if you manually changes, it leads to inconsistencies or conflicts. So guys, this is the few points I have mentioned, that is package.json and package-lock.json. So package.json and these files are important components of node.js. So the package.json file focuses on project metadata, specifying the desired version of dependencies. Package-lock.json, it ensures deterministic installation by locking the exact version of dependencies and their dependencies. So both files are essential for managing dependencies. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.